This is Dolynny TV, ladies and gentlemen. Comeback guys, kids. I don't want to call them the comeback kids because it's not like we used to be as young as we used to be, because this team is showing some real good resiliency early in this season. Down 1-0 against the New York Rangers. Ladies and gentlemen, that meant nothing. We are indeed still, after game number 5 of the NHL season, the Edmonton Oilers are undefeated. And yes, okay, if you were in the stream, you know what happened there. I'll try to figure it out, but most likely streams are done until January 10th. That aside, what we need to get to is the simple fact that on a sleepy Saturday afternoon at the MSG in New York City, the Edmonton Oilers started slow, came on in the second period, got it done in the third period, and went out there and rocked themselves the 5th game of what is now a 5-game winning streak. Guys, let me tell you, how unreal does that sound? And yes, okay, what I will caution is just let's go back for a second and say, you know what, it's a great start to the season. Does it hold up? Who knows? But at this point, to start 5-0 after the way last year's crap ended, ladies and gentlemen, we are rocking, we are rolling, and we have to get to one thing, because there was no reason for Leon Draisaitl to do the New York Rangers that dirty on the empty netter. My goodness, that was a dirty, filthy, disgusting move by Draisaitl to sidestep, shimmy shake, as Kevin Quinn said, the defender of the New York Rangers, go down the ice full tilt, and like the tap of a puck into the net is the equivalent of a slam dunk in the NBA, depending on the scenario, right? Obviously, the hard slap into the net is kind of more a slam dunk, but you get where I'm going, is the fact that he just put the exclamation point on it, made him feel bad, made the Rangers just feel so low. And, well, ladies and gentlemen, a 4-1 victory for our Edmonton Oilers today. An impressive one at that. Well, given how much we were fighting it throughout the game, right? Throughout about the first half of the game, we were really fighting it. And that we'll get to right now as we go to break things down here in what was, well, a crazy one, as I said. But the Oilers get a win out of Mike Smith. Go to 3-0-0 for Mike Smith, 5-0-0 on the season. Then the Oilers get 21 saves, or 21 shots against Mike Smith. 20 of them are saves, a .952 save percentage. That's going to help his goaltending averages for the season for sure. Henrik Lundqvist for the Rangers, not quite as great. Only allowed 3 goals. One was an empty netter to Draisaitl, of course. 3 goals against, .885 save percentage, 23 saves for Henrik Lundqvist today. And for the Oilers, well, you know what? Let's start off at the top, and I'll just kind of give you my take on everybody if I can. Josh Archibald, guys, he fought it all day long. He was on perhaps the second best line of the Edmonton Oilers today. But of course, on one goal, the bad giveaway that led to the Capo Caco goal. It wasn't a giveaway. It was just a totally botched, straight-up shot that he gapped on, I guess. And then you've got Ethan Bear. Guys, this is where we'll get to Ethan Bear, because I want to get into this discussion because it is huge for us. Is the simple fact that some of us are still sitting here, is Ethan Bear for real? Have we just seen him get lucky on bailing himself out of trouble? Or what's the deal? Guys, every time we ask ourselves that, every time that gets publicly made as knowledge that somebody is questioning what Ethan Bear brings to the Edmonton Oilers, I swear he goes and sits in the dressing room and says, well, they're still not impressed. I better bring something else next time. And he does. He absolutely does. He goes out there in the next game, brings it. And again, tonight what he brought was those fantastic little zone passes that create the breakouts that the Edmonton Oilers have been craving with guys like McDavid and Draisaitl for the past 2-3 years. It's fantastic to see just the little 2-foot pass, the impact it can have when you have the horses that you do in McDavid and Draisaitl, and Bear's the man kind of cultivating his game into being able to do that full time for the Edmonton Oilers. Fantastic. Matt Benning, guys, I mean, you could mention it, Bear's block shot, but I think Matt Benning, by far, his block shot, one of the gutsiest plays of the game early in the first period. Alex Chiasson, you know what, he was buzzing out there. He found some time on that third line when they wanted to kind of give Archibald a lesson, but he was good. First game back in the lineup, good to go. Archibald as well, his first game back in the lineup. Draisaitl, guys, 2 goals, an assist. I would like to see that first goal changed to Zach Kassian, just for the sake of his points, his goal totals and stuff. But if it is Draisaitl's goal after the tap in by Zach Kassian, fantastic. Then you've got Granlund, Yurko, Kassian, who goes pointless, I guess, tonight. Kara, Clefbaum, who got a goal and an assist. Connor McDavid, who got a goal and an assist. James Neal Quiet still had 4 shots on goal. Very deadly shot at one point in the second period. Nugent Hopkins with an assist. Darnell Nurse with an assist. Joakim Nygard, Joel Persson, Chris Russell, Riley Sheehan, all pointless, but all contributors to this 4-1 win today. So the reason I kind of stopped going down the list and stuff there is essentially what I forgot to do is give you the goal scoring kind of times and stuff. So Capo Caco, guys, the reason I said the comeback Kings are on it today, Capo Caco scored with 18:28 to go in the first period. We entered the second period down by a goal. And ladies and gentlemen, from there on out, it was all Edmonton Oilers all the time. Oscar Clefbaum with a seeing eye point shot on what was I guess what they broke down is a fantastic call by Dave Tippett to say, boys, we're going to set up the face-off on this side on the icing. That allows Clefbaum to get the shot. If you get it, take it. And that's exactly what happened. And ladies and gentlemen, as I've always preached for the past about 6, 7, 8 months, is the simple fact that when the Edmonton Oilers defense gets shots on net, good things happen every time. And whether it be a scramble that forces the goalie to make a save, somebody gets down and gets whacked on the opposing team that shouldn't have gotten whacked in any other context of the game, well, that's good because now they're hurting and we can take advantage. Or whether it creates a rebound and scores or goes straight in. Any eventuality of a puck in front of the net is huge for us when you've got the guys we do in the bottom 6, top 6, anywhere in this lineup. They all know how to crash and bang and score a big goal, especially you got Mr. Zach Kassian in there as well. So that's Oscar Clefbaum's goal. Then you have Connor McDavid on the power play, guys. The power play just continues to excel, and Connor McDavid just continues to bank them off people today. Oh my goodness, that was a greasy goal, but we'll take it. If Connor McDavid's going to score 50 greasy goals like that, right on by me, man, right on by me. Leon Draisaitl, Oscar Clefbaum with the assists, while Oscar Clefbaum now has 7 points in 5 games played. Guys, we have a defenseman starting the year averaging more than point per game point totals. What? Oh my goodness, everything. Any complaint we had about this team is coming together slowly but surely this year. Leon Draisaitl and Connor McDavid, along with Ethan Bear, who I mentioned a few seconds ago, team up to get the third goal of the game, 13-12 into the third period. And Draisaitl, that was his first goal of the game. Of course, as I said, I would have liked to see Zach Kassian get this goal because Kassian was doing all the work to pretty much force it home. But I think Kassian whacked the pads, which forced it loose and threw the goaltender Henrik Lundqvist of the New York Rangers. Hold on a second here. And then, as I mentioned, because it was a done-em dirty kind of deal, the fact that Draisaitl didn't have to pull off that move at the blue line. He could have just chipped it into the neutral and played out the clock. But Draisaitl undressed the Rangers defender and went for a little skate with less than 20 seconds on the clock and dunked it in the net. Put us up 4-1 to finish this one out and give us a 5-game win streak intact for sure, guys. Again, just a phenomenal effort. And here we go. At one point in this hockey game, the faceoffs were 9-1 for the New York Rangers. And when the stream was still live, what I said is the simple fact that the Oilers start slow in the face-off dot. Like, it's almost like they do it on purpose. Same with the goal column and the shot total, all that. It's almost like they do it on purpose because at the end of the game, the Oilers are 50% in the face-off dot tonight, 28 for 56. The Rangers, 28 for 56. The Oilers did take some penalties, but ladies and gentlemen, if the Rangers only scored one goal on a Josh Archibald fan-on shot, and I didn't mention anywhere that it was on a penalty kill, well, ladies and gentlemen, that means that penalty kill went perfect again! Woo! Fantastic. And then you've got yourselves 15 to 22, the giveaways. The Rangers led that category. They had more takeaways by 1, 9 to 8. And the block shots were heavily in favor of the Rangers. I guess heavily is a term loosely used here. 11 of the 20 block shots in this game were on the Rangers side. And, well, a tough go for us to begin this one. But, guys, I think all due credit here for this Oilers win has to go to Mike Smith. And again, okay, I give that all due credit goes to Mike Smith. But what you do also have to keep in mind is the fact that the Edmonton Oilers got goalposts for, goalposts against. Both ways they went, but both ways, no matter how you cut it, the Edmonton Oilers are 5-0, baby. Let's go. Huge victory. On to Chicago. The New York road trip, she is a clean sweep. And we are off and running back home, well, as I said, with a stop in Chicago. Guys, I'm Tyson. This is Dolynny TV. As always, I will catch you in the next one.